Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. Oh my God, I'm super excited to do this request for Eric and Lee. Thank you so much for sponsoring this marathon of this band that I have no idea what I'm getting into. I know it's going to be good because they have excellent taste. And there's a really cool story behind this that basically, Eric and Lee, they know each other from the channel, like just chatting together in the comment section, and they share this love for discovering newer bands, like progressive rock, mostly. And it's just really cool that they share this love for the same band, that even they started gifting each other, music, like from afar. They haven't really met in person, but I think that's what it's all about. This channel brings people together and creates friendships, and that's what I love about this channel the most. That's like the bread and butter, how you say, when you say yes, that happens. So this is a band called let's see if I get this right, because Lee called this. It says his name. I was gonna say this is composed by Lee. No. It says here Eric and Lee introduction to Ring Van Mobius. So that's the band, Ring Van Mobius. So the album is called Firebrand. Okay, 2025. So brand new. So this is the chance here to discover some new music for all you guys. And for those of you who clicked on this video, congratulations, because that's what it's all about. I mean, we've heard our 70's rock, and it's amazing. It's amazing, but you also have to get out and just listen to new stuff. And with the whole rise of the AI, slop, it's so nice that there are people still creating music with real instruments and learning their techniques and their scales and music and how to write and how to compose and all that stuff. So they're still out there. We still have people like those people that we admire, of like Yes and Genesis and Pink Floyd and all these like progressive masters. There's still people that when they were kids were listening to those particular people and said, I want to do this. And then so here we go. So we're gonna have two songs, and they're both pretty lengthy. So if you want to get something to drink, some popcorn, you're not going to be able to hear yourself, but maybe wear headphones, because these songs are very enjoyable with a pair of headsets, because you can hear the panning, the different volumes, and the different the intensity is just better. So I just recommend it. So here we go. So the first track is gonna be the titular, the titular track of the album, Firebrand. And here we go with 9 minutes and 33 seconds, and then after that we're gonna do The Fever, but we'll get there. And this is a marathon, so buckle up. This is gonna take a while. Like I said, get some water, get some coffee. I have some coffee I brought. Look, I'm all prepared, you see. So here we go. Again, thank you so much, Lee, and thank you so much, Eric. I'm like brain farting there a little bit. I'm just excited, but thank you for sponsoring this. I had no idea I was going to do this, and here I am. Here I'm sitting by myself right now that Alexia here is here. Little seat. Alexia's in Malaga in Spain, and it's wonderful. I would love to keep talking, but I don't want to make this too long. So here we go. Let's go. Because I wanted to tell you about her trip, but no. Let's go with Firebrand. Let's go. Okay. It says sign up for. I clicked on your link on your Spotify. Okay. It says sign up for a Spotify. I'm like, I got premium. I got the best version, so bring you lossless quality. Oh, lossless. Actually. Okay. Here we go. I'm being silly. Okay. Hey. Only 3 songs on the album. Very nice. Okay, one thing. It's going to drive me nuts. Okay, that actually took longer than I wanted to, so we're good, okay? The hair is in place. Jeez. Okay, here we go. I love the whole drumming, the whole, like, I don't know, like the whole plane taking off and then these beautiful, I don't know if it's a Roland kind of sounding organ, but I mean, nowadays with a keyboard, you can recreate all that. But let's see. I want to figure out the sound. Like, let's go back.
Chaos is calmed by the soft kiss of fate.
Pull up the lyrics.
Greatness is calling the sweet serenade.
Bass. Wow. So it does have that 70's, that, organ like, and Lee and I, we just talked the other night about Deep Purple, and that's a sound that I love, that kind of 70's. And then I love the way he was changing time signatures in the scale, like, and then they very, very experimental, obviously progressive, but yeah. So far, let's check out the lyrics again. I can pull up the lyrics, the voice. I pulled it up here. Let's see if I get it. If I get the lyrics. Sometimes it's so difficult to navigate the internet. I don't know why. Let's just continue for now. Sounds like early Genesis. And the bass has a little bit of distortion.
Thunder and lightning shoot up to the sky. Firebrand rise, laws of nature defy.
And vibrato.
Reaching barriers, breaking shackles towards
The drummer is insane. I love it.
realizing finally we are free.
Wow. That's more ELP, right? Sounding. That's a not ELP. Like a toy box, like a music box. The drummer is literally crazy. I love it.
Off through the wreckage of civilized time.
Wow, it sounds like Uriah Heep.
Human condition, steadfast decline.
Yes. Yeah.
Here today and gone tomorrow. Cataclysmic consequences. Hear our primal cry. Will we survive?
up too much. Literally sweating. So no guitar, almost. Yeah, this is so good. Check out the band.
Panic is calmed by the call of a tree. Dawn to a flight of a bright fantasy.
This is so Uriah Heep. I love it.
Carrying the torch of mankind. Pioneers leads ascension. Sacrifices made to reach new.
Let's see under Bandcamp. From Columbus, Ohio.
We've read the truths of yesterday's rain and solemnly welcome the fever's embrace.
Wow. Okay, I got the wrong one. From Norway. Wow. Okay. I got the wrong band. So apparently there's another Firebrand who have a song called Firebrand, and they're from Ohio. But this band is way more interesting. Not, I obviously the other Firebrand, I want to give them credit, and they seem really nice and everything. But this is it says here, progressive rock straight from 1971, but made today, located in Karmøy, oh, I think so, Norway. Ring Van Mobius plays 70s prog rock on 70s instruments, recorded on 70s equipment, inspired by bands like King Crimson, Van der Graaf Generator. And yes, I got some Van der Graaf Generator because it's a little bit more out there than usual, and I do appreciate that. Also, for example, Eric is always like, why don't you like Gentle Giant? I love Gentle Giant. It's just like, it's a little bit more chaotic, and so it takes a little bit more time to appreciate, because on a first listen, it's just like, wait a minute, let me listen to this again. So that's what I would normally do. Right now, after this song, I would listen to it again, because my brain can pretty much only like absorb so much. You know, there was so much happening. And then I'm talking, and then I got the wrong band, you know. So, but the sound is just, look. So it says a King Crimson Van der Graaf Generator ELP. The band has its own untraditional sound, ranging from the pleasant and delicate to the pure madness and abstract soundscape. So that's what I love about. And I remember when when Alexia and we did a reaction to Van der Graaf Generator, and we were like, I don't like this. This is weird, you know. But that was the uninitiated NicknLex talking. We were like, this is too weird. That's bizarre, you know. And now we hear something like this, and we're like, that's kind of cool, you know. That's like what we want. Now we expect it. And sometimes even if it's not included in a certain type of prog, we're like, well, you know, it's a little mid, you know, could be a little bit more progressive. Now, this is obviously the other extreme. This is all the musicians are really trying to that's what I love about, for example, Gentle Giant. They play like this on purpose. Like, we don't want to be on the radio. No, like, we don't care about the radio. We want to play music that's bizarre, and we enjoy it. And if you enjoy it, then we have fans. So that's basically their trip as well. So we got here Ring Van Mobius is Thor Erik Helgensen. Like, I love that everybody in Norway is called Eric and Thor. So he plays the Hammond organ. I think I didn't say Hammond. I think I said the Rhodes or something. That would be like a Fender Rhodes. He does play the Fender Rhodes piano. So it's a Hammond organ, Fender Rhodes. I mean, you have to have everything. You have to have at least 3 keyboards if you're a 70s band, or 8 keyboards. Various other keyboards, instruments from the 60s and 70s. Havard Rasmussen, bass and effects. Dag Olaf Jesus, drums, percussion. So I think on this there is no guitar player. So that's what threw me off, because the other band from the US, it said guitar, and I'm like, there's no guitar on this recording. So that's so cool. So because the bass can do all this, he can distort a little, because he is replacing the guitar a little bit. He's not like, but he's like playing the riffs and stuff to have that. If you have a band with there's no guitar, you can add some distortion to your bass. And then I love just the keyboards and the drumming. Don't even get me started. He literally was like, okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna release my inner what's his name? I'm thinking, I can't believe it. My John Bonham. Right off the bat. But I mean, John Bonham, he was just an amazing rock drummer, a very heavy rock drummer, more like, I would say, almost like a metal drummer. He was not a progressive rock drummer. That was, I think that's more like all the other drummers. Let's not talk about too much about drummers, but I think this drummer is very, very good. So a trio here, and let's go with the next song. So I do have to go really quickly to the bathroom, but I'll be literally back in a second, and we'll do the Fever. All right. I'm just so bad with old technology. Like this, I have like this mini split, and I just can't get it to work. So it does blow like cool air, but it just got so hot here in Spain. It's like, oh my lord! Like I haven't experienced that kind of heat like since back in, I think, Florida. And in Florida, I mean, um, everyone, all the houses are just equipped to deal with the heat, you know, or you don't. I remember when we lived in Mexico, it was even hotter, and we only had fans, so that was quite interesting. I think I just got so used to Denver, and then we moved to Spain, and it was literally cold for 6 months. And now that the heat is coming out, I'm like, I can't deal with the heat. Now I understand Lee, why he wants to move further away from the heat into the cold, which I thought was crazy, but now I get it. I understand. So yeah, if it gets too hot, I might pause in between the song just to cool off, because I'm literally drenched. But it's also because, you know, I'm excited. It's great music. I am moving and stuff like that. So it's just like it comes, and it's like this room, obviously, it's an enclosed room. There's no real airflow. So the only thing that I have up there is not really like doing anything. So it's just like, you know, so excuse me for that. But let's continue with the Fever. And what can I say about the first song? It was really, really freaking good. I mean, it reminded me, obviously, of those bands. I did say ELP. Now, King Crimson, I haven't really taken a deep dive because we're not allowed. I mean, I could listen to King Crimson just by myself, but I mean, we listen to so much music that adding another band is just sometimes a little bit much. So, and I'm trying to listen to my music as well, just the personal stuff that I like. But yeah, it did remind me obviously of Genesis, Gentle Giant, because of the craziness. And that's not a negative, because Eric thinks I secretly hate King Crimson, and Gentle Giant. I don't. I really like them. The only thing I think that I have a little bit of a problem with, and everybody has their problem with their bands, you know. Like, for example, I could say, well, Lee doesn't like this about this band. But it's just like I'm still not used to the vocalist. And I think the vocalist is brilliant because the way he sings, it's all on purpose. It's not, he could sing differently, but it's he sings in a way that I haven't gotten into like 100%. So that's why, that's my only kind of like, and I don't even want to call it a problem, but that's the only thing it's like, for example, if you're into King Diamond, you're going to struggle for a while because you have to get used to the voice. And I think that's what's happening with Gentle Giant. But okay, let's go back to Ring van Mobius, and let's play The Fever. And this one is a little bit longer, so if you want to take a pee break, go ahead. The good thing is you can always pause, so I mean, this is not live. But also me, if I have to get up, you know, and cool down a little bit, I will. I'm going to try and stop the song, not in the middle of a solo. You know, that's obviously not cool at all. So here we go. But now I'm so happy that I know what this band is about. Remind me a lot of Deep Purple. The bass of dig it. What a cool effect on the keyboard. reminds me of Rush a little bit. The
Start a life, then start a better life. Constantly come to dawn, come to light.
obviously some Peter here influence.
Start to dream and light up your life. Constantly
Yes, let's
inside
build
the
up.
dream, it shines so bright.
Yes.
Come to the dawn, dreaming life.
Really sounds like from the 70s.
It shines so bright. Save a life, then save a
That
better
organ in the
life.
back.
Constantly come for me and set
So much
us
tension building. I love it. Another keyboard in the back. And then here we go. Sounds like Rush.
what you're inside myself. Our joys for the privilege. Our life for
Wow, that's like a little bit of The Cure with Bowie there, right? I love the use of scales like dun 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 dun. Like they basically play the same scale but starting on a different note, and that gives you such a it is such a statement. And then the they were doing some diminished like broken arpeggios there. This man, it's just freaking amazing. Like it's really like listening. It's the classical influence of like Keith Emerson, you know, and Emerson like in Palmer, but also in other bands. I think John Lord, I think, was doing a lot of classical ideas, like just a melodic minor scale is just very useful in this type of music. It's very nice to listen to. And the same here with these scales, it just has a distinctive sound and it just works in rock. Like it just does. And in this crazy and it's not I've heard crazier stuff, but this is just good. It's just the way they mix it all together, the of the keyboard and different keyboards at the same time, and the singing here, it did remind me a little bit of like Bowie with The Cure, because they do have these influences, and why not? Like I wear my influences on my sleeve all the time when I play, when I compose, when I write something. I'm always gonna sound like something that has already been done, because I mean, music, we only have a certain amount of notes and everything has been written, so let's just enjoy what we love. And if sometimes music sounds, not that it doesn't remind me really of anything, it just like I know that they're inspired by these other artists, that's it, but it doesn't really sound note per note like ELP. Why would it? Like, why? They all come up with their own stuff. I love that the sound, and I love that the band is like, we promise you, we're gonna deliver you 70s rock. Just play today. How about that? With real instruments, not some AI shit. I'm sorry, but yeah, I get really passionate about on my anti-AI crusade. So let's keep going. This is just wonderful. It's really good. There's a little bit of Bowie in there.
What's left behind is silence. Not everything you lose is love. Towards the dawn, on and on to the dawn, on and on to the dawn and beyond.
Mike's gonna have a field day with this. Beautiful idea, this piano. Cure. Okay, finally I found a website. my God, I'm reading this review, and I don't want to. I want to stop reading the review, but look at what this guy is saying. It says that he didn't really enjoy the first album so much, but this one. It says here, the title track affecting my positive judgment on multiple fronts, so the one that I did, from the very first minute. The fever increasingly affecting my body temperature. Yes, he's right. Like, I'm literally dying. Not because it's too hot, it's because this music, like, it's like releases all sorts of like feelings. I'm literally like, I'm high, right, on life. I'm high on because I'm like, I'm sweating. I can literally do this. So I'm like, yes, and shifting my perceptions away from preconceptions away from any past barriers. So basically it's like, I actually like this band, you know, like I didn't like it that much, but hey, you convinced me. That's what I feel. This is really freaking good. It is a lot, you know, but I think, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5 listens, then you kind of get it. And it took me, with everything that I listened to, it took me, sometimes it even took me years. My favorite musician, I've said this in other videos, in the jazz video that nobody watched on the channel. It took me years to get into my favorite guitar player. It took me years. I didn't understand what he was doing. I just didn't get it. And now that I get it, I feel like almost like, I'm so happy, and I look back and I was like, when I think about that time that I didn't understand what he was doing, it's like, why didn't I understand it? Well, I was just not ready, and I didn't have the understanding of music that I have now. It's so cool. It's so amazing to discover new music. And if you're here, if you're watching this, honestly, right now, congratulations, because I'm going to put something so freaking clickbaity in the title that you will have to be watching this. And it's for the band, you know, it's for this band I want them to succeed, you know, because the world needs music. One of my best friends, we started to play guitar literally the same day, and he sent me this video and he was devastated. It's like, can you believe this? Because it was a whole tutorial how to make a song from nothing with literally 5 clicks and a couple of like commands. And you can just write music nowadays with no talent, no nothing, no creativity, just like vomit. It's just vomit. And it's so sad that a lot of people, and we're going to get so much music that's bad, and everybody is just going to be able to write music. But, you know, I think now to be a musician and to know about music and composition and actually to know how to read music is special, because once this whole AI thing collapses, people are going to be like, oh my God, you know how to play the guitar for real? Oh my God, play, please. Oh my God. You know, something like this will happen in 10 years or sooner. Okay, let's continue. This is really good. Gonna download that sound to my keyboard and just mess with it. Just enjoy the totally unsynced. Beautiful. Great leg, great melody. So good, Jesus. That feels like when you go to Meow Wolf and you're like in this world, in this alien world, very 70s. There's music like that. Well, take a gummy before you go. Wow. What a beautiful like melody that boom 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 boom. What a great scale. Wow 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 wow. That effect alone like sells it for me. Okay, let's see. So 22 minutes. Wow. Sorry. Yeah, it's a longer video, guys. Hey, you know, we're not messing around here. We're actually giving commentary. What a great band. I really want them to be more successful because, I mean, the views on Spotify, it's just, oh, man. Okay. And we're done. They have 4 albums. They have Past the Evening Sun, The Third Majesty, and then this, what is this? Commissioned Works. Okay. 6 Drop of Poison, and then Firebrand. What an interesting band. A 3-piece of keyboards, drums, and bass. It's literally like, yeah, it's the setup of ELP, but ELP, I think, I love ELP, don't get me wrong, but sometimes it gets a little bit overwhelming because, yeah, it's just like, it's a lot. It's a lot to take in, like, especially a full album. But there's songs like Alexa loves, like, I think Alexa loves the slower stuff, Happy Man, and just the ones where it's, that you can sing along, but when they get crazy, they get crazy. You know, pictures as an exhibition and stuff like that. But wonderful. I think, oh man, nah, I'm not gonna say anything. I don't want to compare. I think they're their own band. I think they're doing an amazing job at paying homage to these wonderful bands. I did hear a little bit of Rush, of course, but not on the voice or just the style of playing, just the instruments that Rush uses, that wow, you know, in like Tom Sawyer, or there's other songs, even Kraftwerk uses that, you know, like that, that effect. And, but just so many great scales, great melodies. I couldn't find the lyrics anywhere, and they were not on Spotify, so I could not really follow the storyline. But it's also really difficult to do that when there's I really wanted to pay attention to all the instruments. I love the bass, how he sometimes gets a little bit looser and he's not just playing, like the bass. He's like somewhere doing like his own thing. And the drummer is just like a tour de force. Really, really cool. Really talented, like trio of musicians. Really cool. Like I said, hey, you better tell Mike to buckle up. I know you're gonna be blasting this through your, and on vinyl. Yeah. So the first thing we learned about, like Alexia and I, we took our first audio class with an audio engineer, and he's going to teach us basically everything from how sound travels and how it is compressed and how you decompress it and how you everything from like I don't know. I think it's going to take us a couple of years because he can only see us like 5 times a month, but he's giving us 2 hours every time, and just the information that he gave us on our first class, which by the way was free, was amazing. It just like he was talking about bits and oh my god, everything, just like literally just. But he was even like overwhelmed with his own information because it's like, oh my god, it's because there's so much. I don't even know where to start. Like, just if it's too much, just tell me. And we're like, no, keep going. And we're taking notes but basically, and then he's like, well, what do you guys want to do? Well, we just want to learn how to record properly, and efficiently, and it's for ourselves. Oh, great, that's awesome. And he plays violin like Paganini himself. So he's just he's a master. He's a 30 years experience with audio and recording. He has recorded like 40 albums here in Spain with various artists, and it was so lucky to have found this man. And he literally lives like 10 minutes walking. So it's just like right now we're not going because we're going to do this together. But so hey, maybe we record something like this. I'm gonna go nuts once I start recording. But I really want to know how, because he's also like, if you want to learn analog, we can do that too. But I don't have the gear to record analog. But it's like I can explain it to you guys because I used to record analog too before everything got digital. So the guy's just like a machine of knowledge. So we're super happy, both of us, to be learning this. Yeah, this was fantastic. Honestly, I expected something a little bit more. Like when I get a request from Lee or Eric, I expected something newer, just newer sounding, but I'm actually happy that it wasn't newer. And don't get me wrong, I love new prog. I have a amazing surprise for you guys that I'm gonna drop today, whenever that is for you guys, of course. But it's obviously a band, but with a newer sound. But this is what I love about this band, that they're new, but they sound like the classics, like the real progressive rock from the 70's. So they really nailed it. Really, really cool. So congratulations to the band if they're watching. Thank you so much for letting me use your music to comment the little bit that I know about music. Thank you so much for your talent. And thank you, Lee and Eric, for sponsoring this for all of us, helping us with the channel to keep the lights on, all these 2 lights here. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed. Leave your comments if you enjoyed the content. Leave a like. If you love the content, leave a comment. If you absolutely adored everything, then subscribe. All right? Okay, again, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.